This is Mabel, and Mabel is my sweet little angel princess. Mabel is the perfect cat who has never done anything wrong in her entire life. Well, except for that one time she broke that really expensive bottle of scotch that's no longer made, or the other time when she tried to eat my beef stroganoff right in front of me, but besides that, she's perfect. And my perfect little angel deserves a nice cushion to rest on while she looks out the window. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to sew your very own pet cushion. And this pet cushion is going to be removable, machine washable, and beginner friendly. So grab a cup of tea and let's get to it. The first step of this project is to measure your pet. Well, sort of. You want to get a general idea of how large a cushion you'd like to sew. You certainly can make things easier for yourself and use a store-bought, pre-made pillow or cushion. But for the rest of you who are like me and have a ton of fabric, scraps, and pillow stuffing just sitting in the closet, I'm going to show you how to very quickly and easily sew up your own cushion before we move on to sewing the cushion cover. To make the cushion, all you have to do is cut out 2 squares of fabric with whatever measurements you choose. My cushion for Mabel is about 18 by 20 inches and I had a 1/2 inch seam allowance, so the cushion's actually a little bit smaller than that. And what you do is you put the 2 squares of fabric right sides together and sew along the edges with your seam allowance. And be sure to leave an opening where you stop and start your stitch so that you can reach your hand inside the cushion and pull it inside out. And then you can go ahead and add some stuffing. Be careful not to overstuff, or else the cushion might be kind of slanted. Try to disperse the filling evenly so that it's comfortable for your pet to lay on. This is also a great opportunity to use up any scraps that might be sitting in a box somewhere in your sewing room. I've got several boxes of scraps in my office, so needless to say, I was happy to put some of these scraps to good use. And then all you need to do is a final top stitch over the open part of your cushion and you're done. Now it's time to move on to the cushion cover. For the cushion cover, we're going to be cutting out 2 squares of different sizes. The first square is going to be the original size that I cut out for the pillow, 18 by 20 inches. This square is going to be the top of the pillow. The second square is going to be about 4 inches wider. And the reason we're doing this is because the wider square is going to be the backside of the pillow. And the backside of the pillow is going to have an opening for which you can remove the cushion if necessary. And because the pillow is full, it takes up more space. So that's why we need it to be a little bit bigger, because you need an overlap so there's not a gap in your opening and it looks unfinished. Your measurements might differ from mine, but the main thing to remember is that the back side of the cushion should be wider. So now you're going to take the larger square, fold it lengthwise, and press. Then open the square back up again, lay flat, and cut down the middle using the press line as your guide. This is the perfect time to take all of your fabric pieces to the serger. If you don't have a serger or overlock machine, you can finish your edges with a very simple triangle stitch, and that will just keep the raw edges from fraying. Set out your front cushion piece with the right side facing up. Then set the two back cushion pieces on top of it so that the right sides are facing together. These two edges in the center here are where the cushion opening is going to be. So what we're going to do is simply tuck the overlocked edge under and stitch into place. I'm only tucking the edge under very slightly, barely a 1/4 inch, because I don't want to lose too much width. Now it's time to put it all together. So we're going to lay out our pieces right sides together and pin along the edges. Adding some trim is totally optional, but if you do want to spice up your cushion a little bit, what you would do with the trim is sandwich it in between the front and back cushion covers, making sure that the trim is facing inside. All that's left is to sew around the perimeter and stitch into place. And there you have it, a cute homemade pet cushion for your furry friend. Overall, I think Mabel really enjoys her pillow.